Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Marie. My business, social media handles, website, and YouTube channel are Mareevuitton. In this series, I'm going to give you the short form videos of the most used how-tos in Studio Designer. These videos are the remake of last year's how-to series, but you may have noticed that Studio Designer got a bit of a facelift in 2025. That prompted me to reshoot all these videos to help the new users because the screen is going to look a bit different. Okay, the processes and teachings, my tips and tricks remain the same. But again, I just want to make sure that I reshoot them because of the way that it looks different on screen. Okay, so as always, please leave your feedback and questions in the comment section and be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you found the video useful. Subscribe to stay updated. Now let's dive in. In this video, we're going to review project worksheets. You're going to click the reports icon, and I usually default to legacy reports. For those of you that may not have legacy reports, you can use standard, okay? And from here, I usually will always start with project worksheets. Okay, and here you can see there are a bunch that are standard, okay? And it really is dependent on what it is you are looking for, okay? There are a bunch of different reports, and I suggest determining what it is that you're trying to look for. In the beginning, early phases, it might be a budget. It might be the profitability for a specific client. I'm going to go ahead and pull an example up just so you can see what these contain, and this basically shows you everything on a project. Okay, it shows what we purchased it for, what we're selling it for, what the profit is on each thing. If there are other costs, I didn't list those, but I just wanted to know the profit of those other costs, meaning, freight, install, things like that. Okay, and then this is the total profit on the actual item. Okay, so this plus this equals the total profit here. Okay, and then it's giving you a profit margin and a gross profit margin. Okay, I usually disregard this and I use this, but this is a good place to start for profitability. Okay, typically I'll pull that up. There are others. You can even do this one with the client total balance. So this particular one will be, let's just pull the same client up. And this here is going to look like the report that has, the proposal, it has the invoice. Again, this is really able to be shared with the client because there is no internal information or costs there. Okay, these are all their costs. Okay, and you can see it even shows their sales tax total. It's what they've paid and what's remaining on that item. Okay, so this is a really good one to have. It is shareable with your client. It is even emailable from the system. Okay. So there's just a number of different ones, but these are my favorites. What else? I mean, I don't usually use sales tax, but in the event that cash flow is an issue, maybe I might monitor that a little more closely to ensure that we have the funds to cover sales tax. Okay. But in this case, you can kind of see what I like about this is you can filter. So this is everything that's there. So that way, you can tell when something was invoiced, and of the things that are not invoiced, you can clearly see what it would be if you did invoice, because it's going to, obviously these are the totals that will increase. So you could filter and say, hey, I want to remove the invoice totals. So you can say, is blank. Okay, and now it's going to give you just the items that have not been invoiced. Okay, so you would have a clear picture of, I know some people want to know when to invoice. I don't usually use cash flow. You shouldn't be using that, whoops, as a means to do that. Whoops, let's see. Oops, I lost my worksheet. Oh, so, this is a good way to see. Obviously, it's not been invoiced. So if you were to invoice that right now, if we invoiced all this out, this would be the sales tax liability. Okay. So these are my favorite project worksheets. Project worksheets are always going to be a place to start when I'm wanting to look things up. And these are all the ones that are available. Okay. And they've added a bunch more here. A lot of these were not available before, but they are now. So if you have any questions about what I've said, leave them in the comments below. Thanks.